A very good afternoon. Welcome to Euro 2024 live here on LFS for two games from Group F as we round off match day one of the competition. Some big results, some big shocks and some big performances, but it comes down to the final two games of match day one as Turkey take on Georgia in Dortmund before Portugal face the Czech Republic or Czechia in Leipzig. Both Group F games, the only group yet to get underway, but Turkey, who got to a memorable semi-final around 20 years ago, they'll be hoping to reconjure that up, and not that of their last tournament in Euro 2020, when they crashed out bottom of the group and lost all three group games. Georgia, well, this is a new experience for them. They've never qualified for a major Euros before. This is their first tournament, and their fans here courtesy of their local government, who have subsidised flights for the Georgian fans to make it to Germany to support their country, who are the lowest ranked side in the competition, ranked 75th in the world. In contrast to that, Turkey ranked 40th. The national anthem's underway at the moment, and quite a lot of Turkish red inside this stadium, Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund. Heavy rain has come crashing down all through the afternoon, and it might be a wet match, but it will certainly not dampen the spirits of these two sets of fans. To today's teams, and we start with Turkey, whose manager, Vincenzo Montella, picks Mert Günok in goal. Mert Mulder, Samet Ayaktin, Bardaksi, Ferdi Kadioglu make up the defence. Kan Ayan and Hakan Çalhanoğlu make up the midfield, who captains the side, Çalhanoğlu. Orkun Koku, Arda Güler, Kenan Yildiz and Banz Alper Yilmaz are the attackers for the Turkish side. For Georgia, this 11 will most certainly go down in Georgian history. The first 11 ever in a European Championships. Georgi Mamardashvili, I apologise, is in goal. Kakabadze, Kirkvelia, Guram Kasia the captain, Lasha Devali and Giorgio Tishvili are the defenders. In midfield, Anzor Mekvabishvili, Giorgio Kakvetstas and Georgi Korashvili in midfield, and Georgios Mekotsti and, of course, Vicha Kvaratskhelia, who probably is the easiest name, I apologise, to say in the Georgian side. He starts up front for Willy Sagnol's side. I will not do you the courtesy of naming the benches, but you can see both sets of substitutes. Only 14 players on both benches, of course, here this afternoon. And it'll be an interesting setup for these two teams. The lowest ranked side in the competition against the side that crashed out of the last competition, well bottom of their group. Kick-off in Dortmund between Turkey and Georgia is next. A A very good afternoon. Welcome to LFS for only 2 games live this afternoon here in LFS for the European Championships here in Germany. And it's Turkey versus Georgia to get us underway for our first game of the day before we watch the other Group F matchup between Portugal and Czechia later this afternoon. Our referee this afternoon is Facundo Tello from Argentina, the South American. Rarity at this competition. Mostly European referees, but we have a South American referee in Facundo Tello, the Argentinian, to be the man in the middle. Turkey in all red, Georgia in all white. Red v white here in Dortmund. And we're almost ready to go as Georgia get ready to kick off their debut at a European Championships here in Group F as we get underway. History to be made for those Georgian players who will hope that they can get it off to a flying start and cause one of the upsets of the competition. Early doors expected to crash out, losing 3 games, but they will have the fight and the desire and surely the heart to try and carry them through and to get them a result or two in this group. A tough group for Georgia, experienced sides in the likes of a Turkey and a Czechia, and then of course the mighty Portugal in this group. Not an easy setup for your debut at a European Championships, but that's what we love about this competition. It pips the most unlikely of partnerships and the most likely of rivals against each other, and sometimes we get some shocks, as we saw yesterday. We got quite a number of shocks. 2 shocks in Group E yesterday. Both the favourites, Ukraine and Belgium, being beaten. So nothing's a formality in this competition. As Turkey have the early possession. Kogiolu down the line to Yildiz. Back to Kolyodu. And now Koçu. Try and play it round quickly. Akaydın. Out to the right hand side of Mulder. Güler. Arda Güler, 19-year-old Real Madrid midfielder. Scored his only international goal against Wales in the qualifying campaign. Ball pinged forward by Akaydın, and the run in behind there was a nice one from Yilmaz, but well dealt with by the Georgian keeper Mamardashvili. Look at the booing. You can hear the jeering of those Turkish fans as Georgia have the ball at the back here with Gasya. Kakabadze. And just runs out of room there. Good pressure from Kardioglu, who gets the throw in for Turkey. Very intense atmosphere, you know. Not only is it tough coming up against this experienced Turkish side, but also against a very intense atmosphere that those Turkish fans create. It's been a Turkish takeover in Dortmund the last day or two. And they're certainly making themselves heard early doors here. Here's Bakardzi. Koçu on the halfway line here for Turkey. Back to Bardakci. Nice ball forward. Yilmaz making that run. Almost brought it down, and a bit of a scramble there. Koçu lays it off to Yildiz. Now back to Çalhanoğlu. Out wide to Güler. Güler with a left footed cross. Koçu was in there, but just over his head. Not a bad cross from Arda Güler there. From the right hand side, the youngster left footed. Really nice cross towards the back post, and it's a nice run by Orkun Koçu. Well dealt with at the back there. I think that was Kakabadze was getting the defensive work there. And we'll give the Georgians a goal kick. As they get on the ball again, again that roar of those Turkish fans and the intensity of that roar as they give it away in the middle. Çalhanoğlu And now Georgia want to come forward. Here's Kvaratskhelia. Down the left-hand side is Shishvili. Looking for the cross in, and well cleared by Akaiden. And now Guler trying to get forward, but Georgia battling back well. Here's Kvaratskhelia. Breaking the way through. Trying to squeeze the ball in to Mikakatsi. Although Turkey on the counter here. Down the left-hand side for Kadiolu. Trying to find the cross in, and well tracked back there by his opposite number. Makabishvili. I will get used to these names. I do apologise if I'm mispronouncing. I'm trying my very best. That's what we love about the Euros. Strong defending there at the back from Guram Kasia, the Georgian captain, up against Orkan Koshu. Again, who's causing an early threat, and Turkey will have a corner here. 5 minutes gone. 0-0. Turkey with the first corner of the game. And during the just stride a few bodies into the box. How will Georgia defend this? Çalhanoğlu to take. Right footed, in swinging delivery. Çalhanoğlu and the header on and over the bar. And that time it was a good header from Ayan in there. Got up for the header and just couldn't head it down towards goal. Just bounced off his head and over the bar for a goal kick. Vincenzo Montella there got fully involved in that one, the Turkish head coach. As that corner came in, jumping like it was him in the box. Well won by Kohu. Flicked forward, looking for Yilmaz in behind. Closed down, Guler will pick up. And just spray it out to Kadiolu. Back to Bakardici. Across to Akaiden. Bardakici. Kadiolu. Early pressure from Turkey. Controlling the early possession as expected. So they're playing in between the lines. Nice work from Çalhanoğlu. Down the right hand side. Back to Hakan Çalhanoğlu with a shot. Blocked and cleared away there, but not fully. That's well dealt with though by Shishvili. And then the push in there from Barachi will get the Georgian throw in. It's good work there down that side by Georgi Siachvili. And he did well to get the ball forward and ended up winning the throw-in. Actually, he'll get the free kick. It's been pulled back by the referee there. So, free kick for Georgia in their own half. Just to settle a few nerves. Well, Georgia come through the playoffs to book their place in Germany. They qualified at the expense of former champions Greece. Of course, in that playoff game. As I said, they prevailed 4-2 on penalties in March. They had a goalless 120 minutes against Greece, Georgia, with their keeper denying Greece that opportunity to get to these Euros. And of course had to overcome Luxembourg. They won 2-0 against Luxembourg in the playoff semi-final. And goals from in each half from Budu Zivzivadze. Here's Barakci. Guler with a deep cross into the box, and the run was made there by Kenan Yildiz. And the defender there, Kakabadze, had to head up behind. Will be a corner. And Arda Guler is going to take this corner. So Çalhanoğlu, the captain, taking off his duty early doors. Guler to put the cross in. Left-footed corner. Headed on and just wide that time. That one was a lot closer from Bardakci there. Almost got up for the header. He tried to head it down towards the corner, but just the wrong side of the post. Just goes wide for Turkey there. Of course, getting off to a perfect start, especially these two sides, knowing that Portugal lie in wait for them in games to come. Let's just pause that for the moment as they come forward. Kosciu almost finding a way through the cutback, and the shots off the inside of the post. Ayhan there in the middle. You can't come much closer than that without scoring. Off the inside of the post and across and out for a goal kick. Again, they're overplaying it at the back here, Georgia. Nicely from Yildiz, finding Kosciu, and then he gets it back. Yildiz lays it off really nicely for Can Ayhan. The edge of the box, and the strike is clean, but just off the inside of the post, and unfortunately for him it ended up behind for a goal kick. Turkey knocking on the door. No breakthrough just yet. 10 minutes gone, and Georgia will get a throw in here down the right hand side. A rare foray into the Turkish half for the Georgians. I did mention the rain, how it had been wet all afternoon. Georgia are coming forward here. They've found their way through. Here's Kvaratskhelia. Looked the eye out for the shot. Now the shot will come in, and a deflection. Almost beating past Gunuk. Great goalkeeping to react to that deflection. The last second. Just come flying off. I think that was Bardakci. Strong right hand there from Mert Gunuk, and he had to parry it wide for the corner, but nicely worked by Georgia, and they get their first set piece of the game. Çalhanoğlu, or not Çalhanoğlu, obviously, wrong player. The cross comes in, it's out the backside and all the way across. It's a lovely cross, still in the box. The shot comes in, and high and wide that time. Good corner, looping corner. It had Gunuk chasing. Just got a hand to it, and it falls out the far side. To Kakabadze. Lovely cross in, and finds its way to the edge of the box, in the shot just high and wide, but promise for the debutants there. It's Ayhan who has come the closest to scoring. Bardakci. Akaydın. Now Güler. Akaydın. Playing in the midfield. Here's Ayhan. And now Çalhanoğlu. Down the right hand side, the run from Mulder. Back to Güler. Güler trying to work his way into the box. Did eke the space, gets the cross in, and again it's Kosciu or Yildiz at the back post. Was testing, but Georgia once again get it away. And Turkey will get the throw out the left hand side. Again, a lovely threatening cross by Güler again. Really good crossing. Yildiz got closest to that one. Just not close enough to test the keeper. Yilmaz using his skill, and Ayhan trying to win the corner. Ends up only getting a throw in. Ayhan now laid off to Yildiz, and going for the strike, and had to be well dealt with there by the Georgian keeper. Georgi Mamardishvili. Now they're trying to break themselves, and Tadze was making the run, but well cut out. Trying to go for the counter again, Georgia, but Turkey seem to have the space covered. These moments seems to be their clear idea. But Turkey having the more of the ball, dominating the possession. That's all you can really expect from Georgia, is those counter-attacks. They've got the likes of a Kvaratskhelia that can get them forward into high up areas. Bardakci. The midfield to Ayan, down the left hand side now to Yildiz. We're going to chop inside Kakabadze there, but closed down in the pass from Kakabadze. Comes off Kariolu there, and it will get a Georgian throw. Just seeing that work from Yildiz. Lovely work to break into space, and the shot charged down well by Mamardashvili, but they take the strike and it just gives them more confidence, Turkey. And they're on top at the moment. Just lacking that goal at the minute. Çalhanoğlu. Now Mulder. Güler. Back to Akaydın. Now Bardakci. Right, Kariolu. Switches it out to Arda Güler. Down the right hand side is Mulder, who's been almost exclusively down that right hand kind of channel. It's not been forced back very much in the early doors. Mulder. Now there has this man, Ferdi Kariolu. Bardakci. Comfortable on the ball here, Turkey. Comfortable at passing it around. Here's their captain, Çalhanoğlu. In between the lines is Ayan, and almost getting caught out there, as luckily Akaydın was back and helping out and puts it back to Gunuk. Bardakci. Kariolu. Now Çalhanoğlu. Calmness restored. In Turkey, this is their 6th Euros appearance for the Turks. It's their 3rd in succession, although they've been knocked out at the group stage in the last 2 appearances, but of course memorably made it to the finals, the semi-finals in 2008 when they lost 3-2 to Germany in that one. Germany went on to lose that final, obviously, to Spain, with the eventual champions. But honourable memories, as Çalhanoğlu looks to lift one into the box, but Mamardashvili will have that one well sussed out, and we'll just grab it comfortably here for Georgia. And they'll now try and break forward. Here's Kvaratskhelia, the man leading the charge. Down the left hand side, the cross comes in and all the way through the 6-yard box. No one there to tap it in. Mikatadze wasn't close enough to it. Bardakci back to Gunuk. Pressure as Gunuk goes long. Again, Georgia do well to win the ball back and take it down and get it under control. Kasia. To Kokoreshvili. Back to Fali. And now back to Mamardashvili in the goal for Georgia. Well, of course, it means a big deal, not only for all those Georgian players, but for their captain, Kasia. Guram Kasia, of course. What a moment to captain your country at a major competition in their debut at a major European Championships. 36 years old, probably thought it was never coming for him. And he's left it to probably really late in his career, making his 114th international appearance. Guram Kasia, and this will probably be one of his proudest moments as the Georgian captain. As the ball's whipped in there, nicely half dealt with, as Kakabadze did get it and clear it, but the flag was up for offside anyway. Wouldn't have mattered for Turkey there. Nice ball in. That time it was Kariolu. Just found the space, chipped it forward. I think it was Arda Güler that was making the run into the box. It was. And he just stepped offside when the ball was played. And we're just seeing that shot from Can Ayen Ayan again. Really straight strike with the right foot, and it just looked to be billowing into the bottom corner, but come crashing off the inside of the post, and it's one of those ones where it comes off with such verve that it spins back off and out the other side for a goal kick. Some power behind that one. 122 kilometers an hour, that speed. It's Kakadadze. Lovely ball across, switch right to the left hand side and cross in again, but that time up in the air, and Mert Gunuk the first to react to gather the ball. Fullback to fullback there from Georgia. Kakabadze and Sidaishvili. The two involved in that moment. Çalhanoğlu. Akaydın. Güler. "20 minutes gone. Turkey 0, Georgia 0. In the first Group F game of Euro 2024 here in Dortmund. At the moment, both sides showing opportunities. Probably Turkey the better of them. But no breakthrough just yet. Kohu. Now Kardiolu through the lines, and the strike from Çalhanoğlu, but was always going wide as he spun there on the ball. Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Nice spin on the edge of the box, and he just tried to, while he was turning, take the strike with his right, but just off balance, and it just bounced wide. It was watched all the way by Mamardashvili. Kakabadze trying to head it forward, but intercepted and won by Kan Ayan for Turkey. Çalhanoğlu. Nice work from Yildiz, but again, just run out of space there. Couldn't find a pass off. Georgia have the ball back. Kakabadze. Again, lovely switch ball, taken down nicely by Sichishvili. That time he'll be penalised for a challenge on Mert Mulder. He just took a heavy touch with it. Tidishvili and just tripped up Mert Mulder there. Will be a Turkish free kick. Well, Turkey's sole other knockout appearance, other than 2008, came in 2000 when they reached the quarterfinals before being eliminated by Portugal. And they made their tournament debut 4 years before that in 1996. Turkey. All the joy of the 2000s wasn't joyous in their last campaign. Turkey finishing bottom of Group A without a single point, losing 3-0 to Italy in the opening game, 2-0 to Wales, and 3-1 to Switzerland, scoring 1 goal and conceding 8 in the group stages last time. Finished bottom and crashing out of the competition. First time of asking, and a very forgettable campaign that they'll want to forget by a good performance in this one. For the men in red, well, Georgia battling well is Tidishvili down the left hand side here. The run forward, but Güler does really well to track it back on Kvaratskhelia, and Turkey received the ball again. And that jeering hasn't stopped as well. It's been consistent from those Turkish fans. Whenever Georgia do get on the ball, that jeering is making the noise inside the stadium. Very atmospheric. So the referee wasn't going to give a foul there for a collision between two players. I have to say, despite it being very wet before kick-off, it doesn't look like that's a problem at the moment down there. A slick surface, probably helping the play more than anything. Here's Kvaratskhelia. Mikabishvili flicked forward that time by Verkvelia, but again couldn't find Mikatadze, and it's just easily collected at the back there by Mert Gunok in the Turkish goal. Well, Turkey have had 7 shots so far. Georgia's 2, but both have only had a shot on one on target each. So there's not much to differentiate there, but Turkey certainly creating the more chances. The early moments. Here's Kariolu. Played forward to Yildiz. Back it goes to Ayan. Guler again. Kanayan. Now Kohu. Kariolu. Now Yildiz. Nice play by Turkey. Here's Kariolu looking for the cross and all the way through in the strike. Oh, what a goal! Beautiful goal by Mert Mulder. Fantastic first time strike into the top corner. Lovely goal by Turkey, who've been toying around that Georgian goal for the first 25 minutes. And Signal Iduna Park erupts as Turkey take the lead in Group F. Lovely goal by Mert Mulder. Nice, cute, intricate play in the build-up, and Kariolu's ball in. The first dealt with by Georgia defensively, the header, to clear it away, but from that header, a wonderful strike by Mert Mulder on the volley. That is a sensational strike and a wonderful finish into the top right corner. No one stopping that rocket of a strike by the Turkish right back, who blasts Turkey into the lead. And the Turkish bench erupted, as the stadium did, and Turkey lead by a goal to 0. And if they weren't already singing and screaming, those Turkish fans, they certainly are now. What a monstrous goal. And they come forward again. They want to make it even better. Guler with a cross, and it's in again. This time it's Yildiz. 2-0. No sooner did they score the first than they got the second. And the floodgates have opened. Turkey 2 up. And Dortmund haven't had a chance to get their breath from the first goal before Yildiz knocks it in for 2-0. But again, really pacey move down the right hand side. And I say it's Guler there, plays it across Koshu. And maybe if Koshu gets a touch, he might be ahead of this Yildiz, but it looks very tight. They were calling for offside, the Georgian defenders, but VAR might have a bit of work to do here. And it looks like Yildiz might be in an offside position when he received the ball from Koshu. If Koshu touches it, he's offside. If he doesn't touch it, he's fine. It's as tight as that. It's great work. Again from Turkey. There might be a bit of a reprieve incoming here for Georgia. And the decision is no goal. And he was offside there. Yildiz. So Koshu definitely touched the ball, and as they thought they went 2-0 up, Georgia or Turkey, it's just gone back to 1. And Georgia maybe a bit of a reprieve. But again, very efficiently done by VAR. Didn't take much time. Well, there was no big conversation. It's quickly cleaned up and sorted out as Çalhanoğlu here. Yeah, I mean, it's just a slight collision with Kushrishvili, but it's not a massive kind of piece of contact from the Turkish captain. Will be a free kick to Georgia though. And Willy Sagnol, the Frenchman, just getting a few pieces of information to a few of his players, the Georgian head coach. as they come down the right hand side now with Kakabadze. Switched out to the left hand side, nicely taken down. Bodies in the box here for Georgia. Squared across the shot and pushed behind by Mert Gunnock. Really nice strike with the left foot there. Narrow angle, just thought he was going to cross this one. Shidashvili. He took the strike and forced a big save off Gunnock. Will be another Georgian corner here. It will be Chakvedadze that will take this corner. Right footed in swinging corner. All the way across and headed away by Çalhanoğlu at the front post. Georgia want to keep the ball moving quickly as we're right about to hit the half-hour mark. The Turkey leading by a goal to nil. Mert Mulder's goal, the difference between the two sides. An absolute wonder of a goal. And Turkey thought they'd went 2-0 up with Yıldız's finish, but just an inch or two offside. Just ahead of Koshu when he touched the ball, squared it across, and Yıldız was ahead of the ball. But Georgia maybe given a bit of a reprieve that second goal was disallowed, but also at the same time Turkey will want them to push out and want them to push for an equaliser, because on the break is where the Turkish second goal that was disallowed came from, when there was space to play into and space to find and space to run into as well on the counter. Good spell of possession this for Georgia as I've been speaking. Koshrashvili. Kasia. Right to the right hand side for Kakabadze. Now back to Vrkvelia. Kasia. Right, Kvaratskhelia. Trying to jink his way through. Marked all the way. Kasia. Here's Mikatadze out wide. It comes to Kakadadze. Here's Koshrashvili. Cross comes in and the strike, it's in! Snuck in the near post. Good cutback, good finish from Mikatadze. And they've broken their duck in their debut European Championships. Turkey were throwing everything at them for a good 30 minutes. But a good spell of possession from Georgia, probably their best of the game, ends in an equalising goal. And Georgia's Mikatadze, the finisher. And he snuck it in the inside post under the left arm of Gunnock. Fantastic work there from Georgia down the right hand side for Kvaratskhelia. Cut it back to Mikatadze and it just snuck under the left hand of Gunnock to level the game for Georgia. Lovely work, lovely goal. 1-1. Certainly game on in Dortmund now. If we had a problem finding the net yesterday, like whatever happened, it was figured out at last night, and we've already had 2 goals in the first half hour here. Back to the goal scoring nature that we've seen all the way through the championship so far. Before yesterday, where we saw 3 clean sheets, there had actually only been 2 clean sheets before that, Spain and England. Neither of these two are keeping a clean sheet today. Now, Güler taken down in the middle. Referee allowing the challenges to come in as Karaoglu tries to bring it back, but nicely brought down, and Georgia can break forward here. Koshrashvili, man that has the assist for the first goal for Georgia. Talk about Çalhanoğlu's ability to play make. Well, I think he might have a few questions from Georgi Koshirashvili. Fantastic attack and play in the build-up to that goal from Georgia. That's lovely again in the midfield, as Mikotadze was just hauled back there in the middle. And Bakadici will be the one fouled, or the one who gave away the foul there, I believe. It is Bardakici, the Turkish centre-back in the book. Georgia have been buoyed by this equaliser, and they're going to go and try and get another. Oh, just wide of the left post. And Mikotadze again was in there. Again, really nice move down the right-hand side. The chip ball forward, flicked on by Kakabadze. Headed across, and the strike from Mikotadze just came off the floor and was spinning away from goal at the last second. Just narrowly wide of that left post. Georgia close to taking the lead in the game. 10 to go in the first half. Turkey 1, Georgia 1. And both sides threatening in front of goal. And every time Georgia come forward, they look to create a good goal scoring opportunity. Akaydin. Ayan. Akaydin now. Turkey just need to regain control of this game. They've let it fall away from them, as now Kvaratskhelia can pick it up for Georgia from another poor pass from Turkey on the ball, and it's been too common the last 5 minutes for them. Kasia. Kakabadze. Flick it round the corner. Lovely at the change of play. Here's Kakabadze. Bodies running forward here for Georgia. Wants to go himself. Plays it across. Kvaratskhelia trying to squeeze it through. Kakabadze again. And Turkey, sheer bodies and sheer numbers in and around the box, helps them to defend that position. But again, Georgia bricking forward and looking really threatening in the final third. And they're certainly pushing for that second goal that would give them the lead. Fabulous. Here's Kvaratskhelia, who, despite being the star man for Georgia, hasn't been the star performer so far in the game. It's Koshirashvili, Mikotadze and Kakabadze that have probably been the best three for Georgia so far. Two of them combining for their first ever goal in the European Championship finals. Really good. Just seeing the replay of that Georgia goal. Fantastic cutback from Koshirashvili, and really nice finish by Mikotadze. Bardakci trying to play it forward, and Yilmaz tried to flick it on, but no one was in the middle. And now Tishrashvili. Again, Koshirashvili almost under pressure and had to be cleared up the line. And Mikotadze is battling here with Akaydin, but I think maybe a bit much, and Turkey will pick it up with Bardakci. Guler. Brought down by Ayan. Çalhanoğlu. In between the lines, that's nice work. Here's Yildiz. Was too eager to take the shot. He will get it pulled back though for the free kick. So will be a foul. There was a foul in there, and the referee spotted it. Just a late challenge that time on Orkun Koshu. And Lasha Diwali was the man that committed the foul, so it will be a free kick to Turkey to try and retake the lead of the game. A good distance out here, about 20 odd yards, 27 yards I would say, at a slight glance. Çalhanoğlu and Arda Güler over this. Güler scored his only goal for Turkey from not a too dissimilar position, but that was in play. It wasn't from a dead ball spot. Will be Çalhanoğlu with the delivery. Headed in, second phase. And the shot blocked from Kaan Ayhan. Get into a good area. Çalhanoğlu's cross half cleared and it fell to Kaan Ayhan in the middle. He took the strike, but again the body's on the line blocking it. There's Ayhan again. Sprays it out to the left hand side. Koshu now. All over him. All over him there is Çakfadadze. And he will get the free kick given against him here, the Georgian midfielder. He is right all over him there. It is a foul. So free kick here. Çalhanoğlu with another chance to deliver. The last 5 minutes of the first half. Right-footed delivery. In swinging. Again up in the air and headed away. Back into the mix though. Again brought down on the edge of the box. Some good work from Georgia to try and clear it away. They almost get it, and Kardiolu will take the shot from about 45 yards. That will spin well wide and high into the stands for a goal kick. And if you're enjoying this one so far, Group F action, there's another on the way a bit later on. As the 2016 European champions, Portugal, take on Czechia a bit later this evening. 8 o'clock from the Red Bull Arena in Leipzig. That's Group F. Well, those two in Group F react to this game at the moment, which is quite tight. Although Georgia probably the better of it in the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so. Here's Kvaratskhelia. Nice 1-2. Mikvatadze there, but again closed down well by Turkey defensively. Güler. And the referee's going to play on there. Güler did go to ground. Maybe was eyeing up a free kick, but the referee continued play. Turkey in possession. Müller, goal scorer, finds Yilmaz, who's had a pretty quiet first half here. Barış Yilmaz. Again, given away by Turkey in the final third, and now Kvaratskhelia gets the brick of the ball. And he's bursting forward down the left-hand side. He's got Mikvatadze with him. But he's well challenged and well dispossessed there at the back by Samet Akaydın, who won the ball back for Turkey there, but good move. That pace from Kvaratskhelia does help getting Georgia up the pitch. He's not been at his best in this first half. I've already mentioned it about Vichik Kvaratskhelia. But he's there when Georgia want him to pop up and do the business. So far his teammates have done that for him. Haven't relied upon him as much in this first half. Georgia held their own as a team. Haven't needed the star man as much. Yilmaz down the right hand side and will be blocked off that time by Shishishvili. Corner taken short, whipped into the box, and that time it was headed away by Diwali. Back it comes, brought down by Yilmaz down the right hand side, skips past Kvaratskhelia, tracking back. Yilmaz will go for the cross in, but the cross far too close to Mamardashvili. He's been pretty quiet the last 10 minutes or so. Mamardashvili hasn't had very much to do in the last 10 minutes or so of this first half, which will be more promising from the Georgian point of view. as he takes this long kick. Headed on, brought down in midfield here. Koshvashvili. Kvarjishkelia. Back now to Diwali. Now across to Kasia. And now Verkvelia. Back to Guram Kasia. Last minute of the first half. 1-1 it remains. And in the balance. And that jeering and whistling from the Turkish fans has kind of died down as the first half's gone on. We're starting to hear the Georgian fans now singing along, despite them being outnumbered probably 2-1 or even 3-1 in moments, it seems, for those Turkish fans of how passionate they are, but been drowned out a bit as Yilmaz there just got a tug and a pull back. Yeah, it is a bit of a pull back from Koshvashvili. It will be a free kick, as there'll be just the 1 minute of added time at the end of this first half. And inside that minute, Turkey will have a free kick to take, and their captain, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, will take it. Is there one last twist before the interval? Çalhanoğlu, right-footed delivery, all the way through and in, but again, a simple enough catch from Amardashvili. Well, there's a Yilmaz is down in the box for whatever reason. The referee's going to have to stop the game here. And I'm taking the guess that maybe it's from the set piece. Yeah, again, the man who gave away the free kick, Koshvashvili, was just colliding with Yilmaz, but the referee's not going to do anything about it because he's just blown the half-time whistle. So it will be the end of the first half, where for a moment it looked like Turkey were running the show and were looking to take a commanding lead in the game. The opening goal from Mert Mulder had the stadium bouncing for Turkey. No sooner than they scored the first, and we're still recovering from the shock of that goal before they had the net and the ball in the net for the second time. Yildiz with the finish, but he was offside in the build-up. That rolled out before Georgia found a leveller through Mikatadze, and they've levelled it and have balanced this game out in the first half. Half-time in Dortmund, it's Turkey 1, Georgia 1. Analysis on the way next. Welcome back to Euro 2024 live half-time in our first Group F game of the day as we conclude match day 1 of the European Championship group stages. And it's Turkey 1, Georgia 1 from that first half, and we've saw 2 quality goals of very different intent in that first half. A fantastic finish from Mert Mulder giving Turkey the lead, and then Georgia finding their equaliser and their first ever European Championship finals goal. There finished really nicely by Georgios Mikatadze in that first half. But it was early doors where Turkey were, of course, expected dominating the early possession and dominating the game early doors, and were looking the most threatening. They came the closest before any team had found the net through Can Ayan had a shot off the inside of the left post. And it's one of those ones where he hit it with such force, it came cascading off the post and bouncing around the other side of the right-hand post to go out for the goal kick. But no sooner after that, had a couple of good chances, Turkey on the break, and they were starting to create more and certainly finding that edge on Georgia. Georgia just weren't able to get out in the early moments. Turkey were suffocating them in their own defensive third, and eventually they find the opening goal. An unbelievable strike by Mert Mulder. Poorly go down. Certainly is one of the contenders of goal of the competition so far. An incredible volleyed strike into the top right corner. No chance for the Georgian keeper, Giorgio Mamadashvili, who got nowhere near it, into the top right corner, giving Turkey the lead. But after that goal, we didn't have a chance to take a breath and get restarted before Turkey were in again. They played the ball down the right-hand side. Really nice created from Guler. Squared it across, and Koshu was in there, and he got a slight touch on it before it fell to Yildiz at the back post, who just tapped it into an empty net. But that crucial touch from Orkun Koshu, if he hadn't got the touch, Yildiz would have been onside, but he did touch it. Yildiz was just slightly ahead of the ball when Koshu made that pass, and the second goal for Turkey ruled out very narrowly for offside. Very efficiently done by VAR, as it has been all through the competition. Dealt with pretty well, but that probably, I said at the time, it was a bit of a reprieve for Georgia because they hadn't had a chance to react, and they were instantly under pressure again after just conceding. But in the end, it kind of galvanised them a bit, that second goal from Turkey being ruled out, because they grew into the game and they actually became more threatening themselves. Towards the end of the first half, they were probably the better team in terms of creating chances in the final third. Turkey's attack went a bit dry, weren't really finding the passes they were finding in the early moments, and creating the chances they were creating in the first 20 minutes. Georgia were more confident, much more buoyed, and that's where their goal came from. Really nice move down the right-hand side from Kakabadze, played it into a nice channel for Koshrashvili to break down the right hand side, got inside the box and cut it back beautifully for Georgios Mikatadze to just sneak the ball in down the right hand corner, just under the hand of Mert Günok, the Turkish goalkeeper. Probably could have done better. They say all the time you should never be beaten in your front post, but it was a nice finish, slow hard into the bottom corner. Tough for the keeper to stop. He just slightly dived over the ball, and a fantastic moment for those Georgian players and the fans, of course. Their first ever European Championship Finals goal scored by Georgios Mikatadze. But they actually came pretty close to finding the lead in that first half. Mikatadze involved again. Did come down the right hand side, and was Kakabadze in the box this time. He played the ball down the line to set up the first goal. This time he was involved in and around the 18-yard box, got in the 18-yard box, flicked the ball across, and on the half volley, Mikatadze just trying to guide the ball into the far corner, and it just spun away from the goal at the last second and just the wrong side of the left post to go wide. But Georgia came close to a second goal, which would have given them the lead and really would have certainly give them a lot of confidence in the game, considering at one moment it could have ended up a lot worse for them in terms of conceding goals in that first half. But that second goal from Turkey, as I said, being disallowed, probably galvanised them, got their equaliser and pushed for even more. And at half time, I'd say they'd definitely be the happier, obviously, Georgia, considering how Turkey started the game and how dominant they were in the early moments. It actually turned out to be the opposite in the end. Turkey, their attack faded. They just weren't clicking as much as they were in the first 20 minutes. And maybe that was that Georgia grew into the game and figured out a better way of trying to defend Turkey in that first half, and grew comfortable with defending on and getting on the ball to break up those attacks from Turkey. But at the same time, they need to adapt, those Turkish players, if they're going to want to win this game and get off to a winning start, which they failed to do in the last competition. They actually played the first game of the tournament last time round, and they lost to the eventual champions Italy 3-0. But if they want to get off to a winning start at Euro 2024 against Georgia, the lowest ranked side in the competition, they're going to have to adapt in that second half. They're going to have to re-energize themselves. I mean, I can't remember watching Barış Yilmaz in that first half very much. Don't think there was very much involvement from him. Koshu was threatening in the early moments and was heavily involved in Turkey's creative play in the first 20 minutes, but he faded as the half went on. Yildiz was involved in moments, but not as often. Probably Güler, the young 19-year-old, has probably been their most promising player after their goal at Turkey, and maybe just fading a slight bit in that first half. But it's not dampened their fans very much. They are still bouncing and enjoying the atmosphere inside Signal Iduna Park, which once it does get going and the noise gets around, it's very hard to hear yourself think, I would say, in that stadium. It's more of a cauldron atmosphere inside Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund. Of course, over 60,000 capacity that stadium has in UEFA competition. And of course, at the moment, still 1-1 at the break then. And don't forget, there's more to come. We have one more game for you on match day 1. And it is the other game in Group F to come a bit later on. I do apologise for that slight break-up in connection there. We had a few technical glitches. Should be resolved now, but do apologise for that break-up. Luckily it came at half-time when there was nothing going on. So you didn't miss anything, of course. As I was saying, Portugal take on Czechia 8 o'clock tonight in our second game of the day and the final game of match day 1. We've already seen some fantastic games over the last few days. We started on Friday night in Germany, the hosts winning against Scotland by 5-1. A big game in Group A as Switzerland beat Hungary by 3-1. Spain 3-0 winners against Croatia in Group B. Italy 2-1 against Albania, coming from behind in that one. The holders to win. On Sunday we watched Poland take the lead against the Netherlands, but end up faltering after a Wout Weghorst winner in the 83rd minute sealed the victory for the Dutch. Slovenia and Denmark, the only draw of the tournament so far, drawing 1-1 in that one. Denmark taking the lead through Christian Eriksen, but Erik Janss's equaliser not long from time levelled things to secure a draw for Slovenia in Stuttgart, before England, the runners-up of the last European Championships, got their campaign underway on Sunday night. They won by 1-0 against Serbia in the end. Jude Bellingham's goal enough there. Romania, a convincing victory against Ukraine, a big shock victory indeed for them. 3 goals after just 57 minutes against Ukraine had them cruising in Munich to kick off a wonderful start. Only their second win in European Championship history, Romania. Their only other win, of course, coming against England in 2000. Belgium, they were the next to be shocked yesterday as Slovakia got the victory and saw it a very tough victory. Ivan Schrantz's goal after just 7 minutes was enough to secure victory for them. Before France, the two-time champions, got a 1-0 victory against Austria last night. An own goal from Max Verber gave the French the lead and the win, and they got off to a perfect start, keeping clean sheet as well. Although Kylian Mbappe, actually it was confirmed that he broke his nose in that game last night. It's not severe enough that he will be removed from the team. He will remain with the France squad throughout the rest of the tournament, but it will mean he'll have to wear a mask, which he took to his delight and took to social media last night and made a bit of fun out of that one, Kylian Mbappe, but he will wear a mask, we have been told and confirmed to us from now on for the rest of the tournament. So if he's going to win his European Championships, he's going to do it in a mask. Interesting. Turkey 1, Georgia 1 so far this afternoon at the moment, and then Portugal, Czechia to round us all off this week. It's been a fantastic first 5 days so far of the European Championships, and we've so much more to come. Over 40 games live here on LFS over the next 3.5 weeks. We will have also, including all 4 quarter-finals, both semi-finals, and obviously the live final on Sunday, July the 14th here on LFS, and you'll not want to miss a single bit of that action. The groups actually run until this day, 8 days time. Next Wednesday is the final group games, and from Sunday to this Sunday till Wednesday, we will have 2 games ongoing at the same time. Of course, as with the group issues, you do not want, heading into the final day, two games from the same group kicking off at different times. So they kick off at the same times, and we'll be watching all of those from Sunday. Group match day 2 gets underway tomorrow until Saturday, so a lot more football that you'll not want to miss over the next few days. And in doing so, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. You'll not miss anything here on YouTube, and also on socials as well, as you would have saw from one of our ads there on X, Instagram, and TikTok. All the links and details you will need are in the live video description. Hit a follow over there and you'll not miss a single thing of Euro 2024. Right, players are just about to come back out here at Signal Iduna Park for the second half here in Dortmund. And we're almost ready to go actually. A few stragglers, a few of the Georgian players just coming out to finish us off and get ready for the second half to get underway. We did have that bit of a technical issue. We'll not mention that again. We'll not want to test fate or tempt fate whatsoever as we get ready to get off and running for the second half. And Turkey will get us going, kicking from left to right. Georgia from right to left, of course. And there we are, the last straggler, Mamardashvili, the Georgian keeper. He is on the pitch and he is ready to go. He does get a rousing chorus of a boo from those Turkish fans in delaying the restart here. Mamardashvili. There's a referee. Argentinian referee gets us back underway with this game level at the moment. And more than enough time for anything still to happen late in this game. And we'll see whether Turkey can get off to a winning start or whether Georgia can pick up their first ever points in the European Championship finals here this afternoon. There's an early chance here. Oh, a lovely flick in. Wasn't really well dealt with. Yilmaz's first involvement in the second half, and he just squares the ball across, and I don't know who that was, but it wasn't expecting it, whoever it was. I think it was Mert Mulder there. They got the ball in and just didn't take the strike. Just come right off his right leg. Wasn't expecting that one. Easily dealt with by Mamardashvili, but good chance for Turkey there in the first minute. We talked about Georgia's qualifying. Well, they did have a different head coach in charge, Turkey, when they started the Euro 2024 qualifying. Stefan Kuntz. He departed in September 2023 when his side were second in Group D of the qualifying. Of course, Vincenzo Montella was named as his replacement the following day, and they picked up 7 points from his 3 qualifiers in charge, only drawing with Wales in that final game. They sealed their finals place with a 4-0 home victory to Latvia on October the 15th, and then they secured the top spot with a 1-1 draw against Wales. In Wales, that was as well. They finished on 17 points in Group D in their qualifying, and then one above runners-up Croatia in their group. Turkey just lost 1 game in their 8 qualifiers on the road to Germany. And I have to say, with Turkey, the pressure's on them coming into the second half. You know, no expectations on Georgia, but Turkey, with their recent performances in European Championships, and especially with their most recent performance in finals, They want to get off to a winning start against the lowest ranked side in the competition. That's nice work from Yilmaz in the box, trying to spin to get into a good area, and ends up, they give away a free kick here, Turkey. Kvaratskhelia the one on the floor, and Ayan, the man committing the foul. Good work by Yilmaz. It said it was quiet in the first half, Barış Yilmaz, and he's already had 1 or 2 involvements at the start of the second half, and we've only played just 3 minutes. Here's Kakabadze. Nice break down the right hand side here, incoming. It's Mikatadze. He's got Kvaratskhelia across. Will fall his way to Tidishvili. He's got Kvaratskhelia in the middle if he can find him. At Tidishvili trying to go himself, and a shot from the narrow angle straight into the hands of the awaiting Mert Gunuk. Again, good play down the right hand side from Georgia there. There was a lot of space for Georgios Mikatadze to just break into. No one tracking him, and it's not convincing defending from Turkey there whatsoever. Pop ball forward there by Samet Akaydin. Well dealt with by his opposite number, Guram Kashia. And Kvaratskhelia there again fouled. The referee's just going to have a word here. The Turkish player's not happy with that foul being given to Kvaratskhelia, and Çalhanoğlu's just going to have a word. I mean, Mert Mulder did get the ball away, but he kind of swipes his right leg in, and it just kind of catches Kvaratskhelia. I mean, I don't think there's much in that. He's made a meal of that, the Georgian. Features Kvaratskhelia, but to be fair, the referee saw it a different way than the Turkish players, and that's why they weren't happy. Mamardashvili was trying to play it out to the left hand side, just overhit that one. Will be a Turkey throw. Mulder to take. Back to Akaydin. And now Abdul Karim Bardakci to Akaydin. Bardakci. Bit lethargic in the moment. Trying to be patient, but I think they were so threatening Turkey in that first half because they were so off the cuff, bursting forward with pace in their attacks. Here's Kardiolu, gets forward, looking for the cut back, and again, it's like pinball in that 18-yard box. Comes off quite a number of Georgian players. Is it now on the break is Kakatadze. And spinning in between the lines is Mikatadze, and now they come forward down the left-hand side here with Tidishvili. Kvaratskhelia now picks it up on the left channel. Trying to find his way through as a maraud of red bodies in the way, but Kvaratskhelia gets the cross in, and on the spin, the shot is charged down from Mikatadze. And I think the Turkish defenders have come off the worst of the two there. Abdul Karim Bardakci. Again, really good work from Kvaratskhelia. Broke past his man and Yilmaz on the cover. Just cut the ball back into the box, and on waiting was Mikatadze, who took the lovely touch on the spin. And that's well committed defending from Abdul Karim Bardakci and Samet Akaydin, both putting their bodies on the line to deny Georgios Mikatadze a clean shot at goal. Down the other end, it was a good chance for Kardiolu. As I said, it come off literally pinball, bouncing off quite a number of Georgian defenders there. But both sides threatening at the start of this second half. Certainly, I would say, more chances incoming. Bardakci there did break forward, but tried to square it out to Kardiolu. Put far too much on it. Goes out for the Georgian throw. Here's Kan Ayan. Çalhanoğlu to Kardiolu. Koçu to Ayan. Fuzzy Yildiz. Koçu. Ayan around the corner, finds Kardiolu on the overlap. Looking to eye up across, back to Ayan. Nice intricate play. Here's Yildiz. Try to square it across again. Çalhanoğlu winning it back. As Kardiolu closed down well, and that's committed defending from Çakfadadze to put it out for the throw. And again, another committed challenge from Çakfadadze as the throw-in came in there. And he puts it out for another throw. That's the desire from those Georgia players. Every single tackle means the world to them. And they actually won the throw in there, Georgia. So the committed challenging worked out well, although they've lost the ball here straight from it. Güler trying to play it in. And the run there made by Koçu, but closed down. That's a nice bit of work from Tidishvili, but again lost it away there again. Could this be Turkey to try and up the tempo? Change the gear of the game. Çalhanoğlu. Out to the right hand side it comes. Yilmaz. Trying to bear down on goal. Squares it across, and there was bodies in there, but Kasia got the clearance. Turkey come back again. Çalhanoğlu. Now Kardiolu. Down the left. Yildiz. Koçu. To Çalhanoğlu again. Back to Ayan. Through the lines it comes. Yildiz again closed down. Good work from Güler. Tracking back and winning it back. Yildiz. Poor pass there from Yildiz, but they'll get away with it because they've got it back. And here's Güler trying to break through and sandwiched out of that one. The referee's going to pull it back for an earlier foul. Arda Güler wants even more than that. He felt that he was fouled in and around the box, but they're going to get the free kick here, Turkey. Pulled back for an earlier challenge. That time on Ayan. Just as the ball went away, he was slid in there. And just seen the Güler chance again. It's not a penalty. He's just kind of strong defending by Georgia there. He does step across him a bit there, Koshurashvili, but I don't think there's much in that. And Verkvelia, the man committing the challenge a bit earlier, which gets Turkey the free kick, has just got a yellow card, Solomon Verkvelia. First Georgian in the book. One apiece. Both centre-backs. One for Turkey, one for Georgia. In the referee's book, and Turkey with a good chance from a free kick here. Çalhanoğlu and Arda Güler in conversation about the technique for this one. Well, there's like 25 yards out, 26 yards I would say from goal. Güler and Çalhanoğlu over it. Might go direct here. It looks like they're eyeing up for that direct shot. It's Çalhanoğlu. Oh, and had to be charged down by Mamardashvili and parried it wide. Strong goalkeeping. Clean strike by Çalhanoğlu. The wall was completely ineffective. There was no point in it. Right through that gap. And Mamardashvili had to be strong and punched it away he did to deny Çalhanoğlu a clear shot at goal there. But a bit of composure about Turkey now. Although that's not composed at all. And the counter-attack is on here. Here's Mikatadze. No one in Georgian colours anywhere near him, and he does well to win the corner there. Georgios Mikatadze. Again, a mistake at the back by Turkey. Just as I said, they were a bit more composed. And it's a mistake. A poor pass given away by Kan Ayan. And they get themselves up the pitch on the counter-attack there, Georgia. Mikatadze does really well on his own. He's got no teammates anywhere near him. He just has to rescue that attack and get something positive out of it. And he gets them a corner. Georgia up the pitch. Still level here in Dortmund. The rain is starting to come down again. Here's Chakadadze. Will put the cross in. Not a great corner. Easily dealt with by Çalhanoğlu at the front post. It's Güler. Runs out of room and gives away the throw in there. Arda Güler. The rain might start to have an effect here. Seeing that we're getting a proper shower here. Here's Tidiashvili. Down the left. Kvaratskhelia. Just try and hold the ball for the moment, Georgia. Maybe they've ridden that early storm in the second half from Turkey. That's a lovely switch ball. Brought down nicely by Tidiashvili. Trying to break forward. Puts the ball into the box again, but that one charged down by Solomon. Sorry, Akaydın. But it's given away again though. Tidiashvili will get the cross in again, and again Akaydın will get it away. Koshu. And now Turkey can try and break forward. Down the left hand side it comes. Yildiz. He's got Kardiolu ahead of him. Takes that option. Kardiolu. Can he get it into the box? Cuts it back to Yildiz. He'll try and squeeze the angle, but closed down and charged down well that shot. They looked a bit exploited down that left hand side, Georgia, but they got bodies back well. Good level. Good recovery runs there from Georgia. Committed to get back to defend those positions. Çalhanoğlu. Badakci tried to go for the cross, but again closed down. Back it comes to Kardiolu. Koshu. Now wide to Yildiz. Back to Koshu. Again, tracked all the way. Güler. Mulder will have the shot blocked. Georgia will try and clear their lines, but not get very far with it as it comes back at them here with Yilmaz. Güler, lovely spin. Gets into the box again, charged down, but Yilmaz has it back. And now Çalhanoğlu with a shot. Took a deflection. Will take a corner here for Turkey. Yeah, just took a deflection. Looks like it was Chakadadze that was sliding in. Just got a slight nick on the ball. As we've hit the hour mark here in Dortmund. Corner for Turkey. Whipped in. Again, straight back out the way it came. Güler will get a second shot to cross. And he crossed it in again, but that one not much better, but much closer to the keeper. And Mamardashvili, Georgian keeper, just gathers comfortably. Koshrashvili. Mekvabishvili. Right wide to Kakabadze. Right. Fagfelia. Through the lines. Lovely 1-2. And the breakdown for Mekvabishvili. Squares it across. Chipped across the pitch. Trying to find Kvaratskhelia, but nicely cut out by Samet Akaydın. We'll come all the way back to Kasia, the Georgian captain. Have to be confident here, Georgia. They have it. Forward again. Chakadadze does well to play it down the left. And now Kvaratskhelia. He's got the overlap and run. Back to Kvaratskhelia, who's sliding for it. Just steers it wide. Tidiashvili, really good overlapping run. Gets it right back to Kvaratskhelia. Maybe just a bit early on the cross. And Kvaratskhelia had to just stretch for it and steered it wide. Just seeing the replay of the free kick earlier from Çalhanoğlu. Strong right hand from Mamardashvili. Clean strike from 26 metres distance at 126 kilometres an hour. What's some fierce pace in that. Well, we talked about Turkey and their qualifying. Let's talk about Georgia. Well, Willie Sagnol's team are the 36th country to feature at a European Championships, Georgia. They beat 2004 European champions Greece to reach the finals, of course, prevailing 4-2 on penalties. They overcome Luxembourg in the semi-final, 2-0. They finished 4th in their qualifying group in the end. They actually got to the playoffs via the Nations League campaign and not their official Euro 2024 qualifying group. They finished 4th. They collected 8 points from their 8 qualifying games, 2 wins, both coming against Cyprus, 2-1 away and 4-0 at home. They suffered heavy defeats against Spain in their group, 7-1 at home and 6-0 away against Spain, and finished behind 3-time European champions Spain, plus Scotland and Norway. They faltered to as well in that qualifying group. And they had the exact same outcome in Euro 2020 qualifying, which they of course didn't get to at finals either. It was under Vladimir Weiss. They finished 4th in their qualifying group, also on 8 points, and they finished behind Switzerland, Denmark and the Republic of Ireland in Group D that time. Switzerland and Denmark, the 2 that qualified out of that group. But Sagnol has been the head coach since 2021, succeeding Weiss after 4 years in charge of the country, and he's led them to this European Championships, Willie Sagnol. And they have a realistic chance of getting some points with 25 minutes to go. Otherwise, Turkey might have a say about it, though. Here's Ayhan. Right to the left-hand side, right foot across into the box. Deep to Yilmaz, who heads it across. Güler wasn't allowed the time to take the second touch, and stolen away from him by one of the defenders in there. But it's again won back nicely by Ayhan, and Güler will take the shot. Oh, what a goal! Arda Güler! An absolute screamer. 2 screamers in the same game for Turkey. That is unbelievable from the 19-year-old, who got his only goal at international level against Wales. And that was a screamer. But this one is much, much better. I mean, so much more. Turkey restore the lead from Arda Güler, the Real Madrid teenager, blasting Turkey back into the lead here in Dortmund. A mistake at the back. Ayhan committed in the challenge and just allowed Güler the time and space on the ball, Georgia. And he just measured it up and sunk it into the top corner. That's a fabulous goal. And Turkey with 2 absolute screamer goals have retaken the lead. Wow. One way to blast yourself onto the biggest stage in European football, by smashing a goal in like that. Wonderful. They're not done yet, Turkey. They maybe would want another just to see this out, but that was a lovely goal that will certainly galvanise this Turkish side to try and see out victory now. I mean, Georgia will feel hard done by. They've defended mostly firmly well in this game, but will feel hard done by the fact that they've conceded 2 goals, considering both goals are pretty much unsavable for Georgi Mamardashvili's point of view. But that's the Turkish fans bouncing up and down again. And Turkey don't want to look back now. They only want to look forward. Here's Kardiolu. Back to Cananolu. Into the box it comes. Yilmaz was there, but not fully cleared by Kasia that time. And that will be a late challenge by Yilmaz on the retreating Georgian player there. Couldn't see that. It was actually Varad Scalia. That was the one retreating. Not often you see him that far back, but had to do what he had to do. That is some finish. Just seeing it again. That's incredible. 26 metres out. 118 kilometres an hour, that strike. That is top drawer finish from Arda Güler. What a way to announce yourself on this type of stage. Smashing a goal in like that. Turkish fans are getting treated here. Here's Yildiz. They want to add another. Yildiz breaking forward. Finds Koriolu and Koshu just stretching for it. The ball was just slightly behind him and it scooped up into the hands of Mamardishvili. Really well created break again by Turkey, but just the finish that let them down there. Georgia just recompose themselves and refocus. They've done it once, they can do it again. Should be the Georgian mentality in the final 20 minutes or so here. Here's Kvaratskhelia, who hasn't been up to his top best today in front of goal. Well, there's more than enough time to search for it and find it. And the rain is hammering down now. Not that it will dishearten any of the Turkish fans. It will make the game a bit more harder to play. Here's Kakabadze. Alright, Chakfadadze. Through the lines. Nice run here. Oh! Off the crossbar! Wow. I'm trying to see who that was. Koshrashvili it was that made the run through. Goodness me, that was lovely. 1-2 interchange in between the lines, and Koshrashvili already shown his skill in the build up to the first Georgian goal. And he almost had a chance to put the ball in the net himself there. Skipping through the skill and the footwork to just spin his way through is fabulous, but just come crashing off the crossbar to deny him. A second equaliser for his team. It will be huge. Certainly both having shots off. It's not that it's been one-way traffic in the game. Turkey have dominated the possession, over 60% of it, but in terms of shots, Turkey have had 19, and Georgia have had 11 shots, so 30 combined. 6 on target for Turkey, 4 on target for Georgia. In terms of XG, Turkey have edged that mark. 1.72 XG to Georgia's 0.68, but that's just been rejigged after that last shot from Koshrashvili. It's 1.18 now for Georgia. Their XG. That chance must have been a very good goal scoring chance. I'll get that for you in a moment, those details. Koshrashvili's chance actually had a 0.29 XG, so 29% chance of scoring from that position. Well, that will certainly give them confidence. Here, Georgia. Chakfadadze has picked up it nicely. Here's Kvaratskhelia down the right-hand side. Well charged down there by Abdelkarim Bardakche to get the ball away from Kvaratskhelia. He's tried to switch his sides to take the shot. Oh, that shot will come from distance, but Koshu is just tried to beat the Georgian keeper from about 60 yards there. I think he needs to relax. Can't waste chances like that, waste possession like that. Here's Kakabadze looking up, looking for a pass, but could only go backwards. Verkvelia. Here's Koshrashvili, who came the closest for Georgia in this second half. Matt jeering is back again from those Turkish fans, with Georgia in possession. Kakabadze to Chakavadze, and now all the way back to Kasha Diwali. It might be in substitutions incoming in a moment or two. Just seems like Georgia as they did after the first goal for Turkey. Turkey took the lead the first time. They've responded well to going behind. Georgia are starting to get more comfortable on the ball, and they're going to make a double change here, it looks like. First change going to be Chakvetadze. He's going to be replaced here by Davidishvili. So Chakvetadze is coming off and Davidishvili is coming on. And the second substitution is going to be Luka Loshashvili, and he's going to be replacing Tishiashvili. So straight swaps, it looks like here. Or actually, they're going to bring an extra attacker on here, it looks like. Zariko Davidashvili, 23-year-old Bordeaux forward, is coming on. He's going to, as I said, replace Chakvetadze in midfield. So there's going to be an extra attacker on here for Georgia. Maybe push them to try and get that equalising goal, and then the straight swap at left wing back as Luka Loshashvili will come in to replace Tishiashvili down that left hand side. Chanolu to Ayan. Oh, given away there by Koriolu. And the challenge there, a committed one for Mekfabishvili. The referee responding to the claims there from Çalhanoğlu that it was a late challenge by Mekfabishvili, but it was just a throw in for Georgia. The cross comes in here. Back post, nicely taken down by Kvaratskhelia. Cross it comes, and the header was directed wide, but straight back and cleared away by Turkey as Georgia pick it back up again. Just over 15 minutes to go. Kvaratskhelia down the left hand side. Look at it, brick his way through, but again the sheer number of bodies in the way there too. In his way, denying the Georgian forward the chance through, and there's a player down here for Turkey. It's Mert Mulder that's down. So with only 15 minutes of this game or so to go, don't forget we've one more game for you today before we do it all over again from tomorrow, as Portugal take on Czechia tonight, 8 o'clock in Group F. And Portugal, the 2016 champions, get underway against Czechia this evening in Group F. Is there one more opportunity? Is there one more moment that can twist this game on its head again? Turkey taking the lead in the first half through Mulder with a cracker. The equaliser from Midfatadze to level things. There he took the lead through Arda Güler's wonder strike. Is there a reprieve once again for Georgia? Or will Turkey hold on to the lead this time to start this campaign with a win? The questions remain. Mert Gunak, the Turkish keeper, will take this free kick. And those Georgian fans not giving up belief just yet. Nor should they. Anything can still happen. We've seen late goals in the final 10 minutes or so of games already in this campaign. There's nothing saying it won't happen again. Actually, quite the opposite, really. It will happen again, I'm guaranteeing you that. Georgia have it in the middle here. Diwali. Kasia. Wide to Kakabadze. Back to Kirkvalia. All the way back to Mamadashvili. Taking their time on the ball. Here's Kakabadze again. Turkey trying to close in the spaces. But nice 1-2. Nice cutback from Kvaratskhelia. Now they could be in there, but good defending there from Bradakci. To hook it away for the throw in. The running Koshrashvili was charging on there, but Turkey are going to make changes. Arda Güler, who could have the winning goal at the moment, is going to make way. That is sensational goal. The top left corner. And he gets a rising applause from the Turkish fans after his involvement. He's going to be replaced by Yusuf Yasici, sorry. And the second substitution is going to be Ka Ayan. And he's going to be replaced by Meret Demiral. So Güler and Ayan off. And replaced by Yusuf Yazici and Meret Demiral for Turkey. Whether they can use their fresh legs to help this Turkish side see out this 2-1 lead. And just an offside there against Georgia. Free kick to Turkey. Kvaratskhelia just not getting back on side in time. Akhaydin kicking one forward for Yasici. Again closed down well. Well taken in the middle there by Koshu. Battling back was Loshashvili, but Koshu kept the ball. Well, that time he just kicked it out of play. Unforced error that, which will give Georgia the throw. 10 minutes to go, plus the additional time. And it's Turkey 2, Georgia 1 in the Group F opener. Is there one more to come? Kirkvalia. Back to Guram Kasia. The rain is still teeming down in Dortmund. Diwali. Cross now in the middle by Mekabishvili. Oh, the slip there from Yilmaz. They almost intercepted the ball, but just slipped at the last second there, and a misplaced pass from the Georgian Kakabadze. Let's give Turkey the throw in down the line. They'll get another one just around the halfway line. Turkey have played in this stadium before. They played here at what is officially called the BVB Stadion Dortmund, but more commonly known as Signal Iduna Park. It was a 0-0 friendly draw against Brazil in June 2007 as their only previous match here in this stadium. And Georgia have never played here before in their history. But here comes Mikatadze, the goal scorer. Lifts the ball in. Tried to go for the bicycle kick there at Kvaratskhelia. He's stayed down on the floor. And they will get the throw in there, Turkey. Or Georgia, sorry. Kvaratskhelia is still down. Just see it. He tries to go for the overhead kick and doesn't get anywhere near that one. And well cleared by Bradakci. Kvaratskhelia stayed down at the moment. He's holding his head, which might be a worry. As Mulders also went down, so I think it's... I wouldn't bank on saying that Mert Mulder's kind of sitting down on the pitch is time wasting, but you never know. Yeah, he just kind of goes for the overhead kick there, Kvaratskhelia, and he just collides his head into the torso of Abdülkerim Bardakçı, the Turkish defender. Mert Mulder doesn't look like he's going to continue. He's taking his shin pads off, and he's just signalling there that a substitution is necessary, and Turkey are going to make that change. Whilst Kvaratskhelia continues to receive treatment, Turkey are going to make a change then, momentarily. Well, in their previous meetings, they've met each other 5 times before this, Turkey and Georgia. Turkey have won 3, Georgia just the 1, and there's only been 1 draw. Georgia had only previously scored 5 goals against Turkey. Turkey the 12 against Georgia. The change incoming for Turkey then, so looks like Mulder's day's over. He's signaling the referee that the substitution is ready to be made. But Georgia are going to make theirs first. And Solomon Verkvelia is going to come off. And he's coming off and replaced by Budu Zivzadze. Zivzadadze. I apologise. I mean, there's lots of Z's in that. Zivzadadze. A mouthful that. Mulder is going to come off now then for Turkey. Shin pads in hand, applauds the crowd, and his screamer opened the scoring. Wonderful volley. Couldn't believe it. He couldn't. Neither could we. Substitution. They're going to make a double sub actually here, Turkey. So Zeki Çelik is coming on to replace Mulder, and the second is Kerim Aktürkoğlu. Aktürkoğlu is on as well. And so a double change there for Turkey. Once again. And Georgia made an attacking change. That one, they brought off their defender Verkvelia, and his replacement Zivzadadze, who I mentioned has scored some big goals before for Georgia. He scored both goals in their 2-0 win over Luxembourg in the playoff semi-final that got them into that final against Greece and got them to this position. So without him, they wouldn't be here. Zivzadadze, and he might want to make an impact in the finals, as he was trying to break forward there, but Aktürkoğlu got back, defended it well, but they've won it back again, Georgia. Committed challenge there from Kardiolu, and now they're on the counter here, Turkey. Third goal would certainly settle this game, but Aktürkoğlu will just recycle it all the way back to Akaydın. Goes through the lines, there's a nice space. Here's Çelik, chips it over the edge of the box, and the header is well saved by Mamardashvili. Great header. But a fantastic save that time. Good ball down the right hand side. Perfectly weighted ball into the box by Çelik. And a strong header indeed from Yusuf Yaditsi. Sees Mamardashvili parry it wide again. Necessary save that from the Georgian keeper to keep his side in it. We'll have a corner to defend here, with Çalhanoğlu will deliver. 3 minutes plus additional time to go. A third for Turkey with Seyledil. Aktürkoğlu. Ball in. And again, Georgia can get it half cleared. Kakabadzanay. Kvaratskhelia. Again, running himself into trouble. And Yazitsi just picked his pocket there. Here's Yilmaz. And Ends up bouncing back off Yilmaz last, so it will be a goal kick. But again, Kvaratskhelia has really been underwhelming in this game. Have to be honest, coming in as the star man for Georgia, but he's not shown like a star today. He's been pretty dull. Be honest, not being harsh, but it's true. Kvaratskhelia on the ball. He's not done anything exciting, shall we say, that we normally see of him in these types of games for his country. That's a late challenge by Koshrashvili, or on Koshrashvili there, and he will get Georgia the free kick, and the yellow cards come out there for the man that made that challenge. Hakan Çalhanoğlu just come flying in, dragging Koshrashvili to the ground, and Çalhanoğlu gets the booking. He could be in a bit of bother here. He's signalling something. Looked in a wincing there a bit. Change in coming for Georgia then. One more to come. And Megabishvili is going to come off. And Altanashvili is coming on. Sandro Altanashvili is coming on. As the ball whipped in. Kvaratskhelia played the ball and will come off a Turkish head. Will be a Georgian throw on the left-hand side. Last minute of the 90. And added time to come as well. Loshrashvili. Diwali. Now Gashia. Switched out to the right-hand side. Headed on. Looking for the run there of Davidashvili. He wins the throw in there, Davidashvili. Keeps Georgia up the pitch. While they're in this position, there's still a threat. Is there one last goal-mouth moment for Georgia to try and conjure up a second equaliser of the game? But they've given the ball away there. As Turkey try and scramble it out. As Çalhanoğlu bricks it forward. Now Shelik. Looking for Yilmaz on the run, but Diwali kicking it back to his keeper, Mamardashvili. Shelik heading it down straight in the midfield there for Koshrashvili to get Georgia forward. 1-2 touch out to Kvaratskhelia on the left. Couple of bodies arriving. Kvaratskhelia trying to get them forward on the overlap here. Down the left hand side, Altanashvili puts the cross in. Again headed away. And Aktakolu has to hoof it up in the air, but only out for a Georgian throw. 6 added minutes on to the end of the 90 here. And there's more than enough time for Georgia to get a chance, as Çalhanoğlu's day is going to be over. He was signalling and wincing a moment or two ago, which has surely made them pull the trigger there, the Turkish coaches. Don't want to lose their captain. And Çalhanoğlu's going to make way, and Salih Ozcan is going to come on in his place. And all it takes is 5 minutes of defending for Turkey, and they'll win. Simple as that. Although Georgia down the right hand side will want to be a threat. We'll want to have at least one more chance, and more often than not there is always one more opportunity. As the ball's chipped into the box, nicely brought down. Koshrashvili chips it across again. Good header by Akaydin, not fully cleared. Brought down again. Kakabadzan again. Turkey scramble it clear, and now the break on down the left hand side by Koshu. He's in a foot race there with Kashia, but Kashia gets it back to his keeper. And Mamardashvili's kick will be over the head of Kakavadze and will go out for a Turkey throw. It's all about managing this last 4 minutes or so for Turkey. That's what matters. Don't be silly. Don't give away any cheap fouls or free kicks. And certainly don't gift the ball back to Georgia. And just as I say that, they have done. Diwali. Loshrashvili. Now, Koshrashvili. Down the right hand side it comes. To Davidashvili. To Diwali. Have to get this ball forward. Now, Diwali does well. Finds Kvaratskhelia. Picks him out. Kvaratskhelia byline. Cross comes in. And the strike is just wide. That was the huge moment. Fantastic work down the left-hand side by Kvaratskhelia. Cuts it back and then swinging a right leg at it there was Zivzadze. And it's just come right in, and there was two players in there involved. It was Koshrashvili that was the main one, and he completely miskicks it, and Mikatadze was the other one in there. But neither of them could find the net. And that is painful for Georgia, how close they've come in added time. And that might be their one and only chance. But there was certainly a chance there. As I said, there would be, as Koshrashvili will get the free kick. There maybe is more opportunities. Here's Ozcan's giving them the free kick. There's still 2 minutes of the 6 to go. Kakabadze and tried to square it forward, but Davidashvili run out of room, and that will be a goal kick. Just stretch for it, and the left boot just kicked the ball out of play for a goal kick. And the Turkish bench waiting in anticipation. The Turkish fans getting excited, but there's more than enough. Still a lot of time left. I don't know that they're getting excited for it just yet. Still time. But this place will erupt. It erupted when both goals went in for Turkey. It will most certainly erupt at the final whistle if it remains 2-1. They have really struggled in recent times since they got to the semi-finals of the Euros back in 2008. Their time could come 16 years later. It was long 16 years to wait for good times to come back for them and their international team at the European Championship level. But they've still a minute to go, and they've a free kick here to defend. And Mamardashvili, the Georgian keeper, is up. Needs must here. Kvaratskhelia will take the free kick. He's got a lot of height there, the Georgian keeper, so he'll add something to this. Right-footed delivery into the box and forced to save the follow-up. It takes a deflection over the bar. What a block by Akaiden. Great free kick delivery, and it came bouncing its way through and comes right off the post, bouncing back out, and the strike here from Davidashvili, right-footed, bounces off the floor, and the header from Akaiden to head it behind. Kvaratskhelia with a corner, right-footed, delivered in, another one headed, but deflected behind for another corner. And the keeper stayed up here. Seconds to go. Surely this might be the last chance. Kvaratskhelia. Another corner. Delivered in again. The keeper to palm it away. But the Georgians keep it. And the keeper's in a foot race here because there's a player running towards an empty net. And it's going to be 3-1. The risk and reward of throwing your goalkeeper up at the dying moments. And he leaves an empty net at the other end. And a pretty easy goal in the end for Aktürkoğlu to secure the victory for Turkey. As Georgia were pushing late on for that equaliser, they brought their keeper up. And they ended up paying the price. As Aktürkoğlu just side-footed into an empty net. And that's the risks that you take to try and reap a reward of an extra body in the box for a set piece. But they pay the price Very harshly indeed, Georgia. Really good goalkeeping there by Gunnock to come up and punch convincingly. And then the counter-attack was on. And there was going to be only one outcome. And a Turkish goal was going to be that outcome. But what a game. Just awaiting the final whistle. And there it is. From the Argentinian referee, who calls to an end a very close game at times here in Dortmund. But in the end, it's Turkish victory as the yellow wall turns red here at Signal Iduna Park. Two cracking goals from Mulder and Arda Güler, but sealed the victory in the dying seconds by Aktürkoğlu in an empty net. Mikatadze has got Georgia's first ever goal in the European finals, but it wasn't enough to get them anything out of the game in the end. Final score in the Group F opener in Dortmund. It's Turkey 3, Georgia 1. And there's the final scoreline there. Confirmation as we round up in Dortmund and we head to Leipzig next. As our final game of match day 1, Portugal against Czechia is on the way next. Kick-off in about an hour's time from the Red Bull Arena. And you join us in about 50 minutes or so as we get ready for that one. See you then.